In Louisville, Kentucky, they love thoroughbreds who know how to run down the stretch and get to the wire first. And certainly, they've seen plenty of them here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today, the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Florida State's offense will have the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Finds his tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense. And that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Trying play action. Fires downfield. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game.
He is smashing people. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Noles!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Cardinals offense will go to work for the first time. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. to the ground to try to move the chains. And the Cardinals get it past the sticks.
Well, we knew coming into this game that field position was going to be massive. They had their backs against the wall in their own opening drive, but a really nice job there on the run, third down, getting some breathing room, moving the sticks.
The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. They believe they can run right here. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? He's going to pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Extending the play. And they're able to get him down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll try to pop the draw. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Cardinals will hustle to the line. Power football with the run. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. They've been really good moving the chains on 3rd down. Now 1 yard away from another first down on this drive. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Firing toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And he puts through the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense. Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
At midfield, he's got room. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Going for the big play. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Trucks through the defender. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Coming after it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is...
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, what a grab by the defense.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? He's looking to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Knox. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wants to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. All kinds of running room. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Florida State.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
The Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. Strike touchdown comes out and jump starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high scoring game after high scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more.
He's off to the races. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has, run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on the hat, creating the explosive run.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
They'll keep it on the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, no! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Northwestern. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already tricky. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
Makes a move. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Able to get one down to the 15. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. The Noles want to move quickly. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
You can do better than that.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
The Cardinals get enough to move the chains.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
Makes the grab. It's Knox. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Here's the handoff. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. And the Cardinals look to keep this drive humming. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And here comes the offense on second down. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Cardinals want to crank the tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Humphries. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find...
Oh, look out! Big, big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, just keeps firing. Buys a little time with his feet. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Had to get rid of it quickly. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
First down for this offense. The give and tick, 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 tick. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. Third and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And they got him for the sack. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. They'll leave it with him. And the defense drags him down.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Oh, gave the defender the business. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And there's nothing more frustrating when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out, practice this.
He caught it. Touchdown, Florida State. And the beatdown has ensued. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Trying to get to it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people...
And a sack all the way back at the 5. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. And the Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Running it back, it's Acho. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they tacked on the extra point. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. After giving up the punt return for the score, let's see if they have an answer on the kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell.
He uncorks one deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 kicks remaining on the clock.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could add.